Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Canadian Shield. My name is Sterling, and I'm your host. The Standing Committee on Public Safety and National Security has been pretty fractious this year. There's been a lot of hostility, a lot of friction between the parties, and that's based primarily on two things: the Conservatives' contention that the Liberals are soft on crime, and the car theft, and the transfer of Paul Bernardo from a maximum security to a medium security without any consultation and without any information. Nobody released the information; they just did it quietly. Now the Conservatives want to know why that happened, how that happened about the Paul Bernardo. And as a result, the Liberals are trying to hide that report. They've been trying for months. It's resulted in a lot of stuff going on where there's filibusters, where there's a trick to try to put it in this way, a trick to try to put it in that way, behind the scenes negotiations, all of that kind of stuff. And he comes into this meeting, MP Genis, thinking that he has achieved a compromise with the Liberal Party and the NDP support that they get, right? So that's where this opens up. Let's have before we get into it, I would encourage you to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this channel with your friends, hit the thumbs up. Then other people will see it as something that others like, and they might get an opportunity. They will get an opportunity to watch it from the mighty algorithm. The opening remark is kind of important.
Order.
Mr. Genis, on point of order.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair. I know there's been some disagreement about aspects of the agenda over the last few meetings, but there have been some discussions among the parties, and we may have an agreement, we may not, but I want to propose and see if there's unanimous consent for that and see where we're at. So I propose that there be unanimous consent for the following. That the draft report on the Bernardo prison transfer be immediately distributed, that the report be considered at the next meeting of the committee, that the chair seek additional resources in the week of June 3rd for the study of S210, and that the Minister of Public Safety be invited to appear for 2 hours in the week of June 10th, with 1 hour dedicated to auto theft and 1 hour dedicated to the main estimates, and that the Minister of Transport be invited to appear separately for 1 hour on auto theft. I think that has been distributed, and I'm hoping there might be agreement on it.
Is there unanimous consent? I see no unanimous consent. So, back to a bit on this, please.
No. No, there isn't,
All in
Chair.
favor?
Chair, it's not a vote. You can't call a vote. If you're removing the motion, I'd like to speak to it.
The chair is entitled to seek guidance from the committee whenever
You cannot end debate on it, and this will be an issue in the House if you do, Chair. You can't end debate on it. If this is a matter to be debated, then I'd like to debate it. You cannot arbitrarily cut off speakers or limit debate on a matter before the committee. That's a clear violation of the standing orders, and it is appealable to the House. So if you'd like to move that an extension be requested, then I would like to speak on that matter,
Well,
and I will be
I'm not
heard.
making such a motion. I'm asking guidance from the committee.
Not agreement of the committee. There are two ways the committees come to decisions, either by agreement or by a motion. If there is a motion before this committee, then I wish to speak to it. You cannot get agreement of the committee when members dissent unless unless debate ends.
So
that is how the rules work.
The decision of the chair is to seek advice of the committee on this matter.
Do
you wish to challenge the chair? on this matter?
Chair, I wish to speak on the motion before the committee, and you need to respect the rules. This is not allowed. And I will speak to the motion. If you're putting a motion on the floor on an extension, I wish to speak to the motion. Now, the committee has before it a number of matters to consider, and those matters.
Mr. Numa, have it on point of order.
I don't believe there was an actual motion on the floor, so there should be no debate.
There is no actual motion on the
There
floor.
is not agreement of the committee.
Excuse me.
So to keep you up to speed, you have to have one or the other. You either have to have unanimous consent, or you have to have a vote, which is the motion, right? They say, I want to do this. Who seconds the motion? Let's have a vote, and everybody counts, and if it carries, it carries. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But before the vote can actually happen, people get to talk, and they will talk the clock right out. That's what's called a filibuster. And MP Genis is one of the best I've ever seen at it, so they know that. He's done it already. Like, he did it just this last week.
Please don't interrupt. I've asked the committee for advice, for guidance.
Point of order,
matters
Chair.
before the committee.
There is not agreement of the committee to proceed in this fashion. The committee does not agree. You cannot demand agreement without allowing people to speak on it. And if you let the clerk speak, he will confirm exactly what I'm saying.
The chair
The chair has to respect the rules.
The chair has decided to ask the committee for guidance.
The chair
That
must
is
respect the
decision of
rules.
the chair.
Is
If
there a
you
motion
wish-
on the floor?
If you wish to challenge the chair on this matter,
Chair.
please do so.
Is there a motion on the floor?
There is no motion on the floor.
Then there is no agreement. There,
My-
Chair, you will respect the rules.
Back it up from the mic, please.
You need-
From the mic.
You need to respect the rules, Chair.
So the decision of the chair is to seek advice of the committee.
Chair, is there a motion before the committee or not?
Mr. Jennings, the chair has the floor. We do not. The chair is asking the committee for advice on a matter that is of time urgency.
Not agree. The committee does not agree.
You do not speak for the committee. I will ask the
Sir,
if you wish to
you
challenge
can, you cannot
do not
presume the
interrupt.
agreement of the committee without a motion. And I'm not going to back down on defending the rules or the prerogatives of this committee. I know the rules better than you do, Chair, and ask the clerk. Get the clerk's opinion on this. Because the clerk knows that I'm right. The speaker will know that I'm right. And for you to think that just because you sit in that chair, you can show flagrant disregard for the rules and the way they protect the privileges of members is disgraceful. So if you want to put a motion before the committee, then we can have a motion
Point
and we
of
can debate
order.
it.
Point of
And
order, Chair.
if you
I don't
are not
know
putting
if
before a
it's-
motion,
Miss-
then you have no
Seems
agreement
to
of the
me
committee.
that in
Ms.
this
Hebner, on point of
instance,
order.
the point of orders are being used to talk over the chair. And Mr. Jennings keeps taking control of the chair from you. Control of the floor from you, Chair. I'm finding it very difficult to follow. He keeps talking over you. Does he know? Is that part of the rules of the House? Can you talk
First of all, she just spoke over him. And secondly, does this not look like a woman who had a liquid lunch?
over the chair? Can you just take, if you want to bully your point across, do you just take the floor? Is that how it works around here? But I'm finding this very difficult to follow, Chair, because you keep getting talked over.
Thank you very much. Point of order.
The committee does not agree.
Mr. Jennings, I have the floor. So in exact like manner as I just achieved approval of the committee to approve the budget, I'm asking for the committee.
No, Chair, there was unanimous agreement on the budget.
Point of order,
The
Mr.
committee
Chair.
agreed unanimously on the budget.
They may have voted unanimous, but I did not ask for unanimous consent.
The committee agreed
Mr. Newman,
unanimously
point
on the
of order.
budget.
It is noted in Boston Gagnon that any efforts to undermine or disrespect the authority of the chair can be considered disorder and misconduct. At this stage, Mr. Jennings' language in respect of his conduct towards you and the function of this committee, without actually having given you the opportunity to finish what you were saying, would appear to now be sitting somewhere in that zone.
What
On
a
that
loser.
point, Chair. On that point.
Okay, we'll suspend for a couple minutes. You
Okay.
can discuss your other matter, but meanwhile, the chair is,
There is not agreement.
you do not agree. You do
No,
not speak for
the committee does not agree.
You do not agree.
The committee does not agree.
We will
There is
suspend
no
for 5
agreement of the
minutes.
committee.
Watch
5
this.
minutes.
Look at him. Goes right after him. Now, he said we'll break for a few minutes. They were gone for 65 minutes. 65 minutes this little green screen ran because they just couldn't. And now I want you to remember at the beginning when they didn't give him what he wanted on the Paul Bernardo. They have been fighting for this Paul Bernardo report for weeks on end. And now we come back from this 1 hour break and there's no arguing the fact that MP Jennings is champion of the field, as they like to say. Watch. It's really, really funny.
Oh, there has been a lot of serious negotiation in the back room. Mr. Jennings, did you wish to speak to that point?
Yeah, Chair, just, I think there's an agreement that we distribute the draft Bernardo report, that an auto theft report be drafted and distributed, that investigation of Bill C-70 begin on Thursday, and that we proceed with the hearings as scheduled today. Is that,
Do we have unanimous agreement?
okay?
He got what he wanted.
Let me first acknowledge that Mr. Jennings was not wrong before. I hate to say that, but it's true.
Chair, I want to acknowledge that was very gracious of you, and I want to compliment you for saying so,
thank
because
you.
I think that is, no, I want to say it's a credit to your character to acknowledge that with the
Well, we're
rules.
going
I
to
appreciate
start,
it.
we're good.
And just like that, everybody's back to playing politics, right? They're all back to, aren't we all wonderful? Let's all play nice. Let's all play friends. But the reality is, he kicked the crap out of them, and they know it. All right, I'm going to wrap here. I want to thank you all for listening. I would appreciate it if you would like, comment, subscribe on this channel. Like I say, the thumbs up encourages the algorithm to show it to other people. The comments let me know what you're thinking. I'll talk to you next time.